Hey, what's up? Ryan here, and I've got another one of my rules for great ChatGPT use or generative AI use at work. Look, ChatGPT is all over the place, and if it's not ChatGPT, it's generative AI, it's Gemini, it's Grock, it's whatever the case may be. But today's rule is focus on your abilities, not its abilities. Now, if you've been on, I don't know, anywhere, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, you've most likely heard this massive argument fight. It's Ford versus Chevy. It's OpenAI versus Gemini versus Anthropic versus Grock. Which one's better? Which version of them is better? All of this talk about the language model and how good the language model is important if you live inside the bubble of AI language models. But for those of us who are just normal employees, there's very little that we can do outside of just picking the right company to work with. And to be honest, they all kind of work the same. What we can do to differentiate our output, the results we're getting from using it, is actually has to do with pointing the finger back at us. Focus on your abilities to get it to operate the right way, even with an inferior model. Now, why is this so important? Well, let's take Microsoft Excel as a great example, because I'm going to guess we all use Microsoft Excel. You probably get way different results than I get when we use Microsoft Excel. We're using the same version of Excel. Now, you could fight back and forth over Excel versus Google Docs and which one's better, but the fact of the matter is what really predicts how good the use case is has to do with the user, not the platform or the software. And as the AI language models have continued to improve, at some point, we will reach the point of commoditization, which basically means that the only people who would know the difference between the models are extreme, like high-tech people. But to the average user like us, they'll become pretty much the same, which means what will differentiate how good we are is how good we are, how good our abilities are. So what does that mean? Well, it means you need to spend some time studying ChatGPT. Just think about this for a second. The average user, there's 100 million, 200 million users of generative AI out there. So ask yourself this one question. How much time has the average person at your company spent actually learning how to use it? How much time? My guess is not very much. And part of the problem is there's not a lot of training out there. And the training that's out there is pretty simplistic or very specific, very niche oriented for certain use cases. But the actual learning of it, there's not a lot. Number two, how much time do you spend actually testing that learning and adjusting and improving yourself? Let's just assume that if you want to learn to be great at golf, it would be a very small fraction of time spent watching golf videos and a huge amount of time spent practicing. If you wanted to be good at literally anything, playing basketball, snowboarding, mountain bike, there's only so much that you could learn from watching videos. At some point, you have to practice. And that practice part is what I believe is really missing for most people when it comes to using generative AI. We heard it will do it all for us. Therefore, we took the easy way out of going, hey, buy us a list of prompts and let's throw a prompt in there. And then when we get a result that doesn't match what we want, we go, man, this model sucks. Maybe I should find another model. But what we should do is point the finger back at ourselves and say, how should I use it to get a different result? What should I change to get a different result? How could I improve the way I'm interacting with it, what I'm doing with it, my skills? If you think about it, if I gave you a project, a really complicated one, and said, go use Excel to do this, and you couldn't figure out how to get it to do it, you wouldn't say that Excel's broken. You would say, hey, I need to level up my ability with Excel, or I better not tell people I'm good at it. And that's really where we're at when it comes to generative AI right now. Focus on your abilities. The AI companies, the language model wars, that'll take care of itself. But what you can do as an employee, as a manager, as a boss, as an entrepreneur, as somebody who's using it as part of their job to create content, to brainstorm, to write emails, to write blog posts, to create videos, whatever the case may be, is you can focus on perfecting your craft, honing your skills, sharpening your saw. When it comes to sharpening your saw on generative AI, it has to do with your interactions with it and how good you are at getting it to do what you want it to do. How good are you at getting it to do what you want it to do? Not how good is it at guessing what you want and producing the result with very little input from you. And so that's your rule for the day. Focus on your abilities, not on its abilities, because as it improves, as you've improved your abilities, you will get better and exponentially better results from it. So thanks so much for watching today. We'll talk to you again soon.